Hello there. Okay, getting around to doing another video this week. I got an email from somebody called Kirsten. Oh, look at this little cutie. Dave. She's so cute. I got an email from someone called Kirsten, and Kirsten is asking about what to do about exercise-loving boyfriends. What do you think? Would you have an exercise-loving boyfriend, Dave? Don't think she would. I'm not going to tell you to dump your boyfriend, Kirsten, because that would be mean, wouldn't it? Can you imagine if your boyfriend came home one day and you're just like, I'm dumping you because this YouTube person that I don't even know told me to dump you. I'm not going to do that. That would be mean. Your boyfriend might be lovely, but if he's not, dump him. If he's not lovely, dump him. Anyway, so sorry, I can't stop looking at Dave. She's so cute. She's just. Dave would not be an exercise-loving boyfriend, would you, Dave? Anyway, okay, so serious answer to this question. So Kirsten said that she got together with her boyfriend. She probably had a compulsive exercise problem herself, I gather, and he really liked exercise as well, so they're probably quite a good match, or one would think, when they first got together. But now Kirsten's in recovery and struggles to see boyfriend go off to the gym and be doing all workout and stuff like that, and I totally get that. Not because I had an exercise-loving boyfriend. My husband he's a bit like Dave. My husband's a bit like Dave. He would much prefer to be on the sofa, wouldn't you? Anyway, so I didn't have that problem, but I did have a problem with exercise-loving friends, which is probably easier to address, especially in my situation, because if I was totally honest, the only reason I had those friends was to be workout people and people to try and motivate me to work out more. So once I decided that I wasn't going to do that anymore, I wasn't massively sad at not being friends with those people. I don't think that I'd pick them for their great conversation or interesting personalities. I picked them because it was always someone that I could have an excuse to go to the gym. Oh, I've got to go to the gym because so-and-so is expecting me to be there and meet them. And so, it wasn't particularly healthy friendship in any way for me. So I was quite easily able to dump those friends when I went into recovery. And I think that was also very important for me. I've often thought about the boyfriend thing because I've had clients who've been in similar situations as this. And if I'm 100% honest, which I always will be in these videos, I would have really struggled with that. If my husband had been, an ultra marathon runner or a marathon runner, or even somebody who went to the gym pretty regularly, in those first couple of months of recovery, I would have really struggled with that. I would have, because I had such a strong exercise compulsion that even if I was sitting at home and I saw somebody run past the window, I'd be like, I've got to get my trainers on and go running. And so I just think I would have really struggled with that. I do remember that my sister was going to spin classes and things like that when I was going cold turkey on the exercise. We weren't living in the same house by any means. We weren't even in the same county in England. We were miles apart. But I used to sit there and imagine her in a spin class, and I'd be it would make me feel really bad. I would sit there and visualize other people working out. And so I just think I would have really struggled. I'm not entirely sure what I would have done if I'd been with someone at that time who was really into working out when I was in those acute months of recovery. Now, I can tell you right now that probably it took a good year for me to be completely someone else can go off to the gym, and I didn't have a problem with it. I know that my husband at some point did get a gym membership and he started going to the gym and stuff, and I think it was early on enough for me in recovery that it was a little bit about it, but it wasn't going to affect me negatively. Now, he could go and do whatever the fuck he wants. He could go and run around America for all I care. See ya. Have fun. I'm going to stay here on the couch with Dave. So I do think that this stage is right. As our brains neurally rewire, can't speak today, as our brains neurally rewire, our sensitivities to the things that trigger us get less and less and less. First couple of months of recovery, anybody even mentioned exercise and my brain was like, Wah! And I'm just spending the rest of the afternoon fretting and obsessing about the fact that they might be exercising. have to admit that even when I was doing that, I was still eating a lot of food. So good for me, right? And I have to also say that when I went cold turkey on exercise, even if my sister did say to me, I'm going to a spin class, and even if I did sit there mentally freaking out about it whilst eating copious amounts of food, I didn't exercise, because once I make a rule, I stick to it. Anyway, so, but those first couple of months, that was difficult. Like 6 months to a year, still kind of difficult, but not as difficult. It's like I would almost have thoughts around, say, I think, say if someone said, I'm going to go to the gym, it's like I'd have thoughts around, like, I should be worried, or I should want to go to the gym too, but I wouldn't really want to go, but my thoughts would be like, I should want to go. That's confusing, isn't it? But you probably know what I mean. 2 years plus, like, recovery, couldn't give a shit. Like, 2 years was a real marker for me, from kind of like being like marginally triggered by things to not giving a flying fuck about any of it. And so, Kirsten, back to you and your boyfriend. I can't give you an answer what to do there. It depends if he's a knob or not. If he's a nice guy, stay with him. If he's not, then use it as an excuse. Can't stay with you because you exercise too much. And I'm in recovery, so bye. But I can give you some kind of like, if you're going to stay with this person and you're cold turkey on exercise and you're going to make this work, then I think having a chat, saying the next couple of months I'm going to be super sensitive. Explain it. It's a bit like, say, if I was an alcoholic and you still want to keep drinking beer and I'm not allowed to have any. Just for the first couple of months while I'm coming off this, like, can you just kind of like keep it on the down low? I'm not telling you not to go and exercise because you're your own person and I can't control you and you should be able to do what you want. But all I'm going to say is, can you just not put it in my face? And then, just explain the situation and say, this is difficult for me. I'm trying really hard not to give into exercise compulsions. It's important for my recovery. So the less that you can talk about exercise, don't come in the door and say, oh, hi, I had a great day today. I did 2,500 push-ups in the gym. Like, just don't say shit like that. Talk about the weather or the traffic or the fact that your boss is a knob. Like, talk about something other than that. And I'll probably get it. And I'm hoping you'll get it. Anyway, from me and Dave, that's all for today.